What is up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again with a 2025 Christopher Bell Atlanta Race to Win Diecast. This was the first of 3 consecutive wins for the 20 car in that season. And let me tell you, the Atlanta race had a little bit of controversy, but let me tell you, I love Dewalt paint schemes. I love Race to Win Diecast. Let's check it out. All right, folks, here we go with today's Diecast review. And I tell you what, man, Christopher Bell in 2025. He really had a breakout year, in my opinion. Yes, I know he's made back during the playoff era, he's already made the championship before. He's won races before. But I feel like 2025, in a way, kind of validated how I feel about his career so far. That he is truly one of the best drivers in the current day Cup Series, just talent-wise, right? And I think he won, 5 different races in 2025? Cat won Atlanta, he won... what was it? Yeah, Coda, and then he won Phoenix back to back to back. Unfortunately, all 3 of those diecast actually got made. 2 of them in the Gold Series. The Phoenix win, you had to get through the Advent calendar line. If you're curious how that one is, did a diecast review on it. You could find that on the channel. So this one's the Atlanta Race to Win, the spring event, and there's a lot of stuff going on with this paint scheme, man. This is going to be a good one. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. I'll be right back. And here we go, folks. Diecast out of the box. And as I mentioned, this thing has got so much going on with it. Wow. If you're a fan of raced version diecast, you like dirt and grime, maybe just a little bit of confetti, but I mean, my goodness. This thing almost looks like it's been in a junkyard in terms of all the scrapage around it, because the way it looks next to the yellow color, it almost gives off kind of like a rust, kind of a brown look to it. So it does kind of look like maybe a car that's been sitting outside for a couple of decades. Like right here, does that not look like rust? That's actually a really cool effect. I like that. So anyways, this diecast here, I'm actually really kind of shocked it got made, because I'm so used to, these really cool paint schemes winning in NASCAR. And then the next gen era happens, 3 or 4 years ago. And it seems like every single time a guy wins a cup race, we get a diecast for it. I mean, I'm just so thankful for it, man. It's almost like we're kind of spoiled in that regard. So it's just really cool knowing that almost anyone who wins a cup race right now, the diecast gets produced like 95% of the time. That's like, if you would have had that in like 2011, 2013, I think people would be doing backflips, right? So they've came a long way in terms of, getting the Race to Win 164 scale kind of well established, so to speak. So you go over to the hood of the diecast, you have the iconic Dewalt yellow, which I do think is slightly different than some of the Kenseth Dewalt yellow cars. I think they just changed it a scotch different. I'm not 100% sure. That's just from my observation. You do see a red and white confetti palette here, so that's pretty cool. I can't remember the sponsor of the race, because the Atlanta Spring race, let's see, was it Ambetter? I don't know. I'm not sure what the sponsor was, but I like the confetti. It looks kind of cool. Got Bell, and then you have the Toyota badge. Check out the sun visor on this diecast. Obviously, the event ran, or it was intended to run in the majority of the daylight. It did end at night, I believe. Go to the front of the diecast. Now, the headlight decal here it looks like it might be a little bit off, just slightly. I don't know if that is a factory error. Hold on, I'm trying to zoom in for y'all so you can really see this diecast. That, like right here, it looks a little bit off. That might actually be intentional, because, well, it's it's Atlanta. It's mini Daytona, Talladega. You're going to get a lot of bump drafting and crashing around that joint. So I'm not sure if that's factory or intentional. I mean, check out the dust of dirt and grime around the whole front of this car, man. That is just remarkable. Some people say, why buy the Race to Win diecast if there's not much going on with it? Guys, there's everything going on with this one here. Wow. Got Joe Gibbs Racing there, Sudoku on both sides. And does that not look like rust? I'm telling you, that looks so cool. It's kind of funny because the car is made out of composite, which I think is like a complicated mixture of carbon fiber and a whole bunch of other stuff I probably can't pronounce. But my point is, it almost looks like it has a yellow hue to it. I actually like that. That is really cool. I'm a dork about junkyards, okay? So you got the confetti right there on top of the splitter. I like that. Go to the left side of the diecast. Oh, kind of bumped it. I mean, look at all the crap going on with this car, man. I mean, does this not look like a car that's been sitting out in the weather for 3 decades? That is really, really cool. So you have Dewalt right there on the side. Get the number 20. Goodyear Cup Series. Get your Goodyear Eagles there. Over here down on the rocker box, I mean, that thing is all kinds of scraped up. I mean, yes, most of the decal there is supposed to be black, but you can see that very but dark gray striping. That is wheel marks. So Bell is it was mixing it up in the field there in Atlanta. You got Ream, what is that? Sport Clips, Mac Tools, Simeon's, Sherwin-Williams, Lincoln Welders. What's left of the Mobile One decal. I mean, my goodness, man, this is going to be one of the best raced versions of the year by far. This thing is wow. Got Reesers there with some fuel spillage. These little lines right here, I believe, are a part of the paint scheme. I'm guessing that's something to do with like how you can twist something on the Dewalt drill. I'm guessing that's why there's an arrow around the fender well. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I personally use Dewalt stuff. I like their stuff. They're pretty good. No sponsor, but just keep it at a buck. Got C-Bell right there on the ABC post or driver name rail, either or. Toyota, and I think that's JD Gibbs or Joe Gibbs on the B post. Got Interstate batteries right there in the C post, and then we go to the back panel of the diecast. And if you need more detail, how about this? A two-tone spoiler. The rear panel of it is white, and the front panel is black. I like that. Got a Toyota Camry. It's a little bit wonky jaw here. Again, I don't know sometimes with these raced versions if they're factory or they're intentional screw-ups to make it look like it's bent, on the car. If I had to guess, I feel like this is probably a factory error because you can see this line right here. It does look like it's dented, but I don't think the next-gen car bends that much because, again, it's carbon fiber-like material composite. So I think that's a factory error. But if this was a Gen 4 sheet metal car, I'd be like, oh, yeah, that looks realistic. So it's kind of an ode to that, if you will. Number 20 on the right side, Mobile One, then Toyota, a little bit of dirt and grime there, and then back to that that junkyard look, man. This thing is so cool, dude. Wow. I mean, look at the right rear fender well there. I mean, does that not look like a car that got scratched up and then sitting in the weather forever? That is so freaking cool. You got even some scratches on the door number. Hey, if you're a Christopher Bell fan, 2025 was amazing, bro. I know you didn't win the championship, all that, but you won 3 races in a row. All 3 of those diecasts got produced. Then you go and win the All-Star race. That diecast got produced. Oh, by the way, that thing, I can't wait to review. I got to review that thing one of these days. I'm just saying, Christopher Bell, man, in terms of 164 collecting specifically, after years of not really getting much made, 2025, the floodgates open. I mean, think about all the race wins that have not gotten made. Both of his New Hampshire wins for the Cup Series didn't get made. Let's see, his Martinsville 2022 win didn't get made. And then, let's see what else. I think there's one more other win that didn't get made, unfortunately, for Christopher Bell. And it's kind of perplexing to me, because I'm like, it's Joe Gibbs Racing. They should get everything made. They didn't make Truex's last win, so crazy times. But I want to say, like, 99% of every win in 2025 for the Cup Series did get produced. So it was a good year to be a Cup Series driver. Top of the diecast here, you can see a very faint haze of some dirt right there. Number 20 on the roof, guaranteed tough. Got Bell right there, and then your shark fin. Notice the little wedge post right there on the bottom right of the window. Then you have your window drakes, so it lets air through the cabin. Remarkable diecast. Absolutely recommend it. Probably one of my favorite, maybe my favorite race to win diecast of the year. Not because of, confetti on the car or whatnot, but I just really like that rust aesthetic to the car. That's really cool. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. if you're a fan of, Race to Win Diecast or Christopher Bell cars, there's plenty of them to choose over there at Circle B Diecast. Make sure to tap in, fellas. Use promo code Diecastbuffet. You could save on shipping. You don't have to, but hey, who doesn't want to save on their own hobby? Here's a Kyle Larson Bristol win. So if you're looking for more 2025 race to wins, they got them over there. Ryan Blaney, Nashville race to win. Joey Logano, Texas race to win. Daytona 500 win. They've had that one out for a while, but hey, if you missed out on it, pick it up while you can. Thank you all again for watching. Highly recommend it, man. If you get this one, you might as well get the Coda race to win before that one dries up. And then the Bell Phoenix win, which is in the Advent calendar. If you're curious about those, check out my videos on them. Just type in on the YouTube search bar, Diecast Buffet, Christopher Bell, Race to Win. It should pull it up. Or you can check out my playlist that I have for each year. So just go to Race to Version Diecast or 2025 Diecast. That's all for now, DB. Signing off.